Android and Windows have made some big announcements of late, and now it's Apple's turn. First up, the Apple teaming up with rapper superstar Drake to launch its much-awaited and revolutionary music streaming service called Apple Music, entering a crowded market for online music that already includes the likes of, say, Spotify, Amazon, and Google. Now, the core of Apple Music will be a catalog of millions of songs and music videos that will stream on demand, as well as a wide variety of program playlists created by its in-house team of editors and musicians. Apple Music will also have a 24-hour radio station named Beats One, broadcast around the clock from LA, New York, and London. Apple Music also promises to connect artists and fans with a service called Connect that lets artists upload and share music, photos, and messages with fans. Now, it will start being available to users later this month, initially on iOS, Mac, and Windows, with an Android version 2 following in the next quarter. After a 3-month free trial, it will cost $9.99, roughly 640 rupees a month in India, or $14.99 for a family plan, and that roughly costs about 960 rupees. And the other big announcement, of course, was the brand new iOS 9, which got a serious revamp. Now, the space required for the mobile operating system has been reduced by 60%. It will only come with a 1.8 GB installation size instead of a whopping 4.5 GB of iOS 8 that used to be. And it will be compatible with all phones from iPhone 4S to iPhone 6 Plus and tablets from iPad 2 to iPad Air 2. With the new low power mode, the iOS 9 can also add an hour of battery life to the iPhones. Now, the iOS 9 also has a new multitasking mode for the iPad, where you can now have 2 apps open side by side and also move the video around and resize it to your preference, much like the Android tablets that are available in the market. Now, the main feature on iOS 9 has to be the proactive assistant, which is Apple's way of taking on Google now. It's basically a major upgrade to Apple's virtual assistant Siri that can now give you contextual search results based on your location, search history, and the time of the day. And finally, Newsstand has been replaced with the News app, which basically aggregates news based on your interests, like a cross between, say, Facebook Instant Articles and Flipboard. Apple has tied up with the New York Times for 33 articles a day, along with magazine publishers like Condé Nast and millions of bloggers as well. And with that, it's back to you, Tanya, in the studio.
Hey, I know, Krishna, you're a big Apple fan, and I know you're not going to give me an objective answer, but I'm going to ask anyway. Do you believe that with all these new introductions, Apple somewhere is bringing the zing back? I'm sure you think the zing was never gone.
Well, Tanya, I'll try to give my most objective take on the situation as possible. To the credit of Android and Windows operating system, they've really spruced their ecosystems a lot. Just kind of an announcement that these two have made. And Apple really right now is on its toes to sort of match up to its competitors. It's not like what it used to be before, where only Apple is cool. Now you have a lot of other cool technology, be in terms of gadgets or software or operating systems that are in the marketplace. So I would say this is very well of Apple to make sure to take a note of all that. See, it's matching up to Google now. It's matching up to what its competitors are already providing to users. So that way, if you are in the Apple ecosystem, Apple environment, you don't miss out on anything that an Android or a Windows will provide you. So I'd say that Apple is definitely keeping toe-to-toe, if not one toe ahead of its competitors.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow, and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.